Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dream Detectives, the most popular talk show this side of the collective unconscious. I am Emily Pineapple, former meat space law enforcement, now recovering and giving my knowledge and my skills, giving it to all of you for free with my associates in order to promote actual dream justice. We're joined, of course, by the most notorious dream criminal of all time, Molly.
Good evening, Pineapple. Now, Pineapple, I have to admit to you something.
Oh.
For our show.
Oh.
I have been traveling in the private dream jet for, top secret business.
Yes, of course.
And my PA has lost my glasses.
Oh,
I know. So I can see. I can see, but forgive me. I might have to put on my readers.
Oh gosh. That PA needs to be fired. Are they still on our payroll?
In this economy, in this dream economy?
In this dream economy? That's fair.
I'm just saying, I'm looking out for the little guys. It has nothing to do with the fact that he's my cousin.
Nothing.
Now, Pineapple, you and I go way back. When I was a young dream criminal.
When I was a young dream criminal. Sorry.
When she was a young dream criminal.
Well, Emily Pineapple, you saved me literally from a cliff.
Yes.
That my old partner, my ex-partner, who's doing horrible, which I'm just pushed me off of a ledge in a huge act of betrayal, and you reached out.
I reached out my hand.
And we touched hands.
And in that moment, I could see the error of my ways.
And mine as well.
And we decided to work together for dream justice.
We truly pulled our own selves to safety.
We did.
Metaphorically and physically.
Yes. But of course, we were not complete at 2. No, our journey was not complete until 2 became 3. Andrew the Tyme Child is with us today. Andrew the Tyme Child, welcome. Thank you for translating the whims of the dream world into the music that we are able to perceive today. How's the weather in the dream world?
Whimsical indeed.
Oh.
We were getting, yes, I was getting a lot of E-flat rain earlier, and it's all modulated up to an F minor shower, so you never know where it's going to go.
I love it. It's incredible. Thank you so much.
Pleasure is all mine. As always, thank you to our audience for being here.
Wow.
Sarah Kuda, Dot, who else did I see?
Yuan.
Thank you for being here, friends.
Thank you so much for being here. But we would be amiss. Sarasota is also here.
Sarasota.
A hearty wazza to you. We would be remiss. Local Unknown also here. Everyone sound off in the comments. If you're here, we need to see your name so that we can thank you, because it's incredibly important that we know who our sponsors are being seen by. Sarah Kuda is here. Dot, Local Unknown.
And I think it's important to celebrate the fans. As you know, you guys have been in a queue for about 3 years to be able to be in the audience of this show.
Yes.
And we would not exist, without our fans. So honestly, thank you.
Tickets to our show are passed down as generational heirlooms, so,
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. We have people in the audience today, I'm sure, that are the great-grandchildren of the people that got in line.
Definitely. Dreamtime works
Absolutely.
differently, as we all know. So
Broke Physics, thank you for joining us.
stuck in Cube for 3 years. Cube Transit, hate it when that happens. Glad you made it.
What can you do? Once you get past squared, you got to go cube. It's the whole thing.
Yep.
The whole thing.
Just like time.
Yep.
Right.
Now, of course, our audience, yes, very important, blah, 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 even though we are giving a public service to these people.
Very true.
They are, I can tell, very grateful to be here. But of course, and maybe slightly more important, the real people who give us that sweet, sweet money. Pineapple, what you got for a sponsorship today?
Well, today I just want everyone who's been waiting in the queue to know about this. Tiger Baits and Saracuda and Purple Hat, UN Local Unknown, Broke Physics, Saracuda and Sarasota. You all are going to want this. You know why?
Tell us.
It's a Russian nesting doll.
Oh my God.
To hold all of your nostalgia. That's right. That's right. Everyone's got so much nostalgia, and we're all just sitting around in meat space COVID times with nothing else to do but think about the things we love. You need a Russian nesting doll. You need a Russian nesting doll to hold all of your nostalgia. And so I'm here for the Russian nesting dolls of nostalgia. It's also where I keep my runes.
Oh.
Secrets revealed to you on this.
Revealed. Mm-hmm. Yes, Najaloiska. Najaloiska.
Wow, Pineapple, I thought that you were going to be keeping something else in there. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Oh, that's my other Russian nesting doll.
See, when you see all of the collections of the nesting dolls, you know,
that's this one.
Especially if you buy in bulk, you're going to have to have multiple because it's so small, you know, the final.
Oh, yeah.
So, Time Child, I heard that you're bringing something back today.
Oh, hell yes, I am. As you all know, I am a child. As such, I sometimes will do the little oopsies in my sleepsies. And we all know how that goes. Gotta change the sheets, gotta change the pants, it's all wet, it's all smelly. You hate to see it. But, wouldn't you know it, we have a product for you if you're also a child, or if you're not a child but you still wet your pants in the night. No shame.
No shame.
The product.
There is no shame on this show.
Mind you, Purple, I did not say poopsie, but this product works as well in case of an oopsie poopsie. The Dream Diaper, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Dream Diaper is there for all your dry sheet needs. If you've ever had those situations, Dream Diaper will protect you. All your oopsie doopsie, poopsie peepsies will be keepsies in the dipesies. So buy now, buy today, Dream Diaper, the product you need.
So wonderful. It's cut down on getting those midnight calls and Molly and I having to go to your house and help you out with things.
I do want to clarify,
there's
a reason I never answered those phone calls.
I was wondering about that. I was like, I always assumed that, you were out fighting crime.
And that is exactly what I told you, Pineapple. I was unavailable. Speaking of which,
kid tested, person who has to clean the sheets approved.
Yes.
Speaking of which, everybody knows me as the world's most infamous and now regular famous dream criminal. And, I no longer commit dream crimes.
No.
She's reformed.
Not even once, fully reformed, 100%.
We go the political route. Now all illegal things that Molly does are legal.
Exactly. The drugs, Approved. Legal.
Yes.
Thank you, Henry.
You know, for those times when I used to, run into a foe or have to close a door and keep it closed because everyone is banging on the other side. Oh my gosh. For when, you really need to sticky that icky, I have one thing that you may need. It's Dream. Now,
Holy crap.
To your eyes, it is appearing silver. But in reality, in dream reality,
reality.
Yes, it adapts to the background. Now let me hold it up again.
Incredible.
Oh my
completely
God.
adapts to the background. Holy cannoli.
Which usually is for like home beautification things and stuff that you want stuck but you don't want to see what's underneath. But I will tell you, in terms of dream crimes, it makes allegedly makes it so much easier to do bad things. So if you're interested in a life of crime, consider Dream Tape.
Dream Tape. Protect yourself.
Can you give us the sound of the tape being pulled just a little more? Because it seems like our audience was particularly enjoying that. And I gotta say, didn't hate it either.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, can we get one more? One more.
Come on. One more.
Oh.
What a rip.
And this is why I don't enter the call.
I'll Venmo you for that tape.
Anyways, we have a great show for you this evening. We do. I know nothing about this caller. First time. They've been waiting.
Yes.
On hold, mind you, for about 14 hours because the lines have been jammed.
So jammed.
And as you know, we're really stuck with calls pretty much all day. That's what we do when we're not on TV, and only one or two are televised at a time to show you what we do as a public service. So we got through the queue, and now we have this person on the line.
We are so excited to speak to them. Most amazing producer in the world. It looks like our guest is still, it looks like that they're still stuck in that traffic jam of the line. They are speeding along the electrical signals that get transferred from, you see, in order to call into us, you do have to get a hold of the tin can that's attached to the string that is in our studio.
Interdimensional string tin can system.
Yes. And so they are working their way. There was a knot in the string. It happens. It's like it got a little, mussied up in the ocean. And so they're still traveling along that line. But in the meantime, while we wait for this individual that we have, I would like to invite any of you, if you have a dream, if you have had a dream and you would like to type it out for us, type it out to us and we will analyze your dream. We will give you a rune reading and we will do our best to help you out on the fly. So know that is always an option open to you while you are here in our audience. And another thing I would love to know, how you doing, Molly? How you doing?
How's that ninth hot tub treating you?
Yeah.
It's great. It's actually amazing. And, come to think of it, listen, after we stopped talking, I know it looked like I wasn't doing much, but really I was texting. And I didn't accidentally do it. I banished that PA for 10,000 years.
Oopsie.
But the crazy thing is, the wild thing is, you just reminded me, I really went on a hot tub marathon where I sat in every single hot tub I own, but I left my glasses at the bottom of the 7th hot tub. I remember now.
Oh, those dream drugs, they play tricks on you.
I have no excuse other than I'm rich and beautiful and can do whatever I want.
The ultimate excuse.
It is.
Wait, do we have some dreams in the chat?
Yeah, it looks like we got a dream from Dot. Hey there, Dot. Congratulations on your new job executive producing a really excellent show. It hasn't taken over the Meat Space Ellen space yet, but in the dream world, it has taken over everything that Dream Ellen had been doing.
Yes.
And now it's Robbie Hoffman with Dot executive producing. Dot's dream. In my most recent dream that I was riding bicycles with a wholly invented person who I was dating, and it was some sort of heir to a fortune.
Oh.
Riding bicycles with someone out of nowhere who was the heir to a fortune. Dot, do you remember any details about what this person looked like? Maybe what they were wearing, or any idea of where you were riding this bike?
I'm looking up how to play Bicycle by Queen.
Yeah, and this, there's a delay as well, so it might be a little bit exciting, this chapter. I also want to know, Dot, while you are typing that out, if you want to.
Okay.
And I want to know, while we're analyzing this, Dot, do you normally ride bikes? Are you a cyclist? Or what?
Or what?
Or
Dot?
what? And were you pleased to be with this woman? Were they your type? Were they the kind of person you would hope to find yourself with? Molly, yes, that's true, actually, Kyle.
Okay, so I'm thinking you're with someone, you're doing the same activity. It might be something you're really vibing with somebody right now, possibly. You're doing something you aspire to do, which means that maybe you're going in the right direction quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Cool collarbones. Ooh, love that.
Yes.
We love
collarbones.
Oh, we love a good collarbone on this show.
Oh yeah.
Collarbone.
If you guys play your cards right, might get a bit of the Dream Child collarbone. If you're lucky.
That's for your fans.
That's Andrew Tyme Child, we want to make sure we're not breaking any laws. Of course, you are in fact a child, and doesn't matter what world you're in. That's not okay.
You have to got a great point. At least, okay.
Yes. Very strongly enforced in the dream realm. Not so much in Meat Space, to their detriment. That's one of the problems with Meat Space.
One of the many problems.
And I want to say quickly, before we continue, please be on the lookout for our new direct to Blu-ray compilation of this show entitled "The Problem with Meat Space."
Yes,
you can get that for $69.99.
Yes. Hey. For 69 easy payments.
Yes, of $4.20.
Dream math.
Yeah,
Dream
it works
math
out with Dream math.
So cubed, and who can keep up with that?
That's what I use a dream calculator for. Come on.
Emily, I did not mean to interrupt you. What?
Oh, I was actually going to ask you a question. And And remind anyone who has recently joined us, if you have a dream, exactly, that's fantastic. That's the kind of dream calculator I want. Peak comedy. Anyone who has joined us, you can type us a dream that you have, but we would also have our caller. Thank you so much for joining us, caller.
Hello.
Welcome.
I would like to quickly, however, if we could finish Doc's dream really quick, because I did have a question for Molly about it. Okay. And I did pull some runes, but Molly, you got your sunglasses back.
I got my readers. These are my readers.
Cool.
It's too far, and like it's too close for me to see. We just okay. We just pineapple and TH. This is the Tyme Child and Molly show, baby.
This is the Molly Tyme Child show, baby.
Take me offline.
Holy crap.
But I'm back.
Back, baby.
Now, baby. I was going to ask you, Molly, what bicycles represent in dreams?
Well, a wheeled vehicle of any sort. Usually it's a car, but I don't know if you have a car if you're a pedestrian. Usually represent your life going in one direction. Yes, that's right. 1D.
1D.
You know you're beautiful.
Yeah.
So it could be a good signifier that like your life is moving forward with these people that you really want to be around. When we have a person in a dream that we don't recognize, that's like our even if it's a romantic partner, usually romantic feelings just equate to like feeling close. It's not so like when you're kissing someone in a dream, don't freak out that it's your uncle. It just might seem like, okay, you're feeling close to that person, not necessarily. That was very convincing. This is the special effects budget that for.
When you got a budget like ours, I mean, you got to spend it on something. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Money for.
So, Dot, do you have some new people in your life, or like a new crowd, or a new direction you're going in that you feel really confident about?
That actually speaks to the runes that I pulled.
Tell us.
Strangely enough, the first one that I pulled is Urus, which is, it represents speed, untamed potential, and it's also some sort of doorway. It represents a coming of age sort of ceremony, a transition from one part of life to another. The next rune I pulled was Hagalos, which is hail. It represents the wrath of nature and destruction, which necessitates self-reliance. It necessitates people gaining inner harmony through trial. And the last rune that I pulled is Navis, which again represents delays and restriction, conflict that results in survival and endurance. It's self-initiated change, which is what I always think of with bicycles, because you are self-directing, you are pedaling your thing forward. And the fact that you are with a person who is an heiress, which suggests to me the inner fire that you already have, all of those resources that are within you. Perhaps it's a recognition of those resources within you, bringing you further along your self-directed path.
Beautiful.
Thank you. But I would, of course, like to welcome our caller who has been waiting for years. TH, welcome to Dream Detectives.
Hello. I'm sorry I'm late to the show. I would have come on earlier, but the studio had a massive fucking wasp in it.
Oh, God.
It was just like, I sat down, I typed TH in the StreamYard, ready to go. And it was so big. It was so big. It was so thick around. Like, it was like as round around as like Samwise Gamgee. If this wasp were a human, it would be Kim Kardashian. It was chubby. It was just big and horrible. And then I just turned out all the lights, ran out the room, and shut the door. which did not help because that meant now there was a dark room with a possible wasp in it.
GH, when you turn the lights back on, was the wasp still in there?
No, I don't think. I have not heard it. I thought I heard its fat little body bumping into things, but it was the fan crunching every time it hit a certain spot. So
it was wasp working.
So there is a possibility we could get a guest appearance by this.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. There is possible. You will know it is a guest appearance by me going, fuck, shit, and running away from the camera and slamming the door while a small thing goes,
well, we'll get it to sign an NDA as well.
Yeah.
cool.
With its little wasp fingers. We'll give it a little wasp contract. We got some of those ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's not our
Always
first wasp
on hand.
transaction, believe me.
Yeah, not at all.
Good to know.
Surprised.
Anyway, in terms of dreams that I've been having,
Yes.
so I'm normally an actor when I'm not. It's kind of a hobby, and anytime I do a show, I have a weird dream that night where I half know that I am asleep in my bed, but also under the impression that I am backstage at the theater, and they need me to go on stage that second. But I'm in my bed, which is somehow also backstage at the theater.
Mm-hmm.
This is normally limited to following shows, but recently I've been having a variation of this dream every single night. Last night I had a version of it where I was the sole guest on the George Lucas talk show. There was no Pat, there was no Watto, there was just Connor Ratliff as George and me asleep at 3 a.m. and he was needing me to be funny, and I couldn't. And I just have these weird dreams where I'm halfway between waking, and so I'm thrashing, saying "fuck you," get out of the way, and asleep in the middle of a dream scenario where important people, expect things of me. So
interesting. I love the idea of being asleep in a dream, and what that could mean. It does look like we have some advice about the wasp, so that could help you out. We have a wasp expert clearly in the chat, but I find that so interesting that you are finding yourself asleep in a dream with things being asked of you that you are unready for, which is a common dream trope, of course, being asked to do a thing that one is unready for. But I wonder, what do you see in this, Molly?
What do I see?
Molly,
I see everything. Well, TH, do you suffer from anxiety?
Yes. I went to therapy for it. I'm going to therapy for it now. I used to just have this dream only after I did shows, after I was on stage, but now I have this dream every night in different situations where, like, I'm in class, but I'm also asleep in my bed, naked, and they need me to get up, but it's 3 a.m. and I can't, and I'm the only thing that will entertain or get something done.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have a sibling, a younger brother. I love him very much. There's no sibling rivalry, except when I want to hug him and he won't let me, or he's annoying me.
I have a younger brother that does the same thing. Well, I did when whatever, but anyways. Well, here's the thing, is that usually when people are like, you know, when you have to get up on a stage, someone is telling you that you're the only thing that can happen, that's your anxiety. And so any setting that is in is going to be reflective. So like school work stuff is all kind of wrapped into one. So maybe you're feeling some anxiety about work, or school, or whatever you're doing. And what else what's the resolution?
Yeah.
Resolution is I wake up and the dream fizzles away. The problem is it's never like a proper real dream. There's never a flowing story. It's just a disconnected series of sensations and images. And I always feel very tired. In the mornings, I wake up at 7, then I fall back asleep, and I have 2 solid hours of very intense dreaming, of which I don't want to wake up from, even if it's bad. And then I only wake up when they stop getting interesting. But I only remember these weird anxiety half dreams now, and I don't remember the interesting dreams that I have in the morning. I'm sorry, you guys are normally more qualified about dream symbols, but unfortunately, much of my symbolic dreams, I don't know. I'm not recalling.
Sounds like they're being hidden from you, TH. It sounds like someone is trying to steal those symbols because they recognize the potent nature of those dreams of yours, and they're trying to take them from you. So I am crying dream crime. I'm saying it right now. It's personal. And they are being stolen from you and being replaced with those anxiety dreams, making you fixate on the anxiety, taking away your creativity juices. I was also going to ask, have you called into any of the Planet Scum shows?
Yes, I did. I called into Dyke Vice, and I asked a question about anxiety and screenwriting, and I got a very wonderful answer from Robbie Hoffman.
As one always does.
I
asked Geth what was in the box once, and then I called into Googie Morning, and I thought I really embarrassed myself. I thought, because I think I was fixated the whole time on trying to impress Riley Soliner rather than actually like talent. So
we've all fallen into that trap.
Sarakuda says it was good, so the audience is vouching for Sarasota agrees.
To Sarah approved.
Double Sarah approval.
Double Sarah. Double Sarah. Double Sarah.
Now, TH, getting back to your dream.
Yes.
The real reason that you called in here, not to self-promote other people's shows.
No.
Appearances on other people's shows.
No.
I mean, I was only asking because I thought it might be related as far as like performance anxiety related to Planet Scum, but anyway.
Maybe a little bit, because after the Googie Morning appearance, I felt really anxious actually about returning to the Discord. And I've had several moments of anxiety related to the Discord recently where I've been trying to make everyone here impress me. Like, no, wait, that's wrong. I've been trying to impress everyone in the Discord. I've been trying to make them like me more, which is hard and also impossible because people have to choose to like you. You can't make people like you. I'm working through it in therapy. I guess what I'm trying to say is
good stuff.
I have a lot of anxiety.
Well, TH, that could be your increased anxiety is definitely symptomatic of your anxiety dreams. Now, you mentioned like thrashing in the night. I'm just going to throw this out here. This really helped me. I'm going to not a dream diaper, no.
Try it anyway, worth a shot.
I'm going to suggest a dream weighted blanket. Do you have a weighted blanket?
No, I do not.
It's like $30. You should very much consider it. I was also a thrasher and a trasher, baby. But as soon as I got my weighted blanket, I actually stopped having dreams for a while. And I wonder if it was related to the lack of movement and like sensory input while I was sleeping. But I just know when I have a whole bunch of anxiety dreams, I'm very driven to get them to leave. And consider weighted blanket. Consider weighted blanket. But I will say we're happy to have you on our show tonight.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Oh, hang on. I do remember there was one bit of symbolism that you might be able to help with.
Okay.
Apologies. I remember in the George Lucas talk show Dream, the text in the chat was getting larger and smaller. Like individual letters were bulging in and out of the screen, and it didn't make any sense. So like somebody would type something and the letters would get fragmented and get smaller and get bigger, like pieces of characters. I just remembered that literally right now. That is
there it is. You're going through this this emotional moment, reminding yourself, getting back to your creative core, it's already helping. It's amazing. I also want to say we had a product a few weeks ago, Duolingo, Dream Duolingo, that translates gibberish words into Dream Realm. So consider purchasing that along with your Dream weighted blanket products.
It's very true. And I will say about Duolingo is that the reason that you need to have it, and honestly, when you're a resident of the dream world, you just get it. Like when you're born, it's your birthright.
Yeah, they implant it.
Because famously, in the dream realm, you can't read letters or any written forms.
Oh.
Our reading is kind of like more informed by shapes and sounds. I don't expect meat bags to really understand. Here's actually a copy of our textbooks here. As you can see, it's sheet music.
Makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
It's just different ways of learning. But anyway, so when you're dreaming, it would make sense that you wouldn't be able to read anything. Also, time, if you look at a clock, you won't be able to tell what time it is. And when you focus on those things and try to get them to make sense, it's kind of like one of those photos where the longer you look at things, it just makes zero sense. So the more you look, the more confusing it is. But Okay. What else do we got for TH today? Pineapple or Time Child?
It's very helpful. Thank you.
Time Child, do you have any observations you want to share?
Well, I mean, I've definitely been more vocal than usual on this one, so you're definitely resonating with me here, TH. I get the feeling that you have been victim of a dream crime, A, that you could use some dream products, B, and that your hair looks really dashing tonight, C.
So dashing.
And D, for dream, I think if you just try a little bit of gay, you might be okay. Because just a little gay will go a long way.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little gay goes a long way.
Okay. And that might uncover some of your dreams that you can't remember as well.
True. It absolutely can. I think that the interesting thing, it's still the being asleep in your dream, being unprepared, feeling unsafe in the place where you want to feel the most safe, in bed, cuddled up with your pillows and your blanket has now become the least safe place to be because it's the place where you shouldn't be. And so it's that concern that the things that you are doing to make yourself feel comfortable are actually going to put you back in an anxiety situation, that you won't be ready for the anxiety situation, which is a common thing in dream anxiety and in meat space anxiety. Having had both, there is a lot of concern when I was being brought out of a very terrible time of anxiety, that whenever I started feeling okay, it would make me feel more anxious because it's like, what's coming? But what's coming? But what's coming? Like, I'm feeling okay. There must be something wrong. I must be missing something. I got to be missing something. There's something that I should be ready for. I should be doing more. I should be doing more. Which is what anxiety tells us. It always tells you that you should be doing something more. But I did pull some runes for you.
Wonderful.
And I think that they might speak to that a bit. The first rune that I pulled for you is Urus. Again, Urus came up. This is the doorway. This is the change. This is the step in a new direction. And I think both being in meat space quarantine, which is sort of a new stage of life and existing within most places, because very few of them are doing things to actually mitigate the situation. And it's also it's that doorway, and also the doorway of exactly the Wasp. The Wasp is the dream criminal. Okay.
Oh my God.
Put that on a shelf.
That makes sense. Oh my God.
That's going on the shelf. But the doorway of getting help for your anxiety, seeing a therapist again, that always feels like a moment of change, a moment of great energy and untamed potential. This is freedom and courage, understanding and wisdom walking through that door. The next rune that I pulled is Asus, which is the ancestral god Odin. This represents Odin, so it's a revealing message or insight. That's sort of Odin's whole deal, is communication. He sacrificed himself to get the runes because he's super into communicating. It's signals, it's speech, it's the power of words. And you consider yourself a person of words, correct? You're an actor.
Yes, I'm an actor and a writer.
Yes. So words are very important, and this is about communication and about receiving insights for those. And I think that perhaps, have you felt like you lean on your dreams?
Yes.
For those? Yeah. I think that's really interesting, because dreams are a beautiful place to find a lot of stories and plots and characters and symbols and weird shit. But it's interesting to me that the final rune that I pulled is Dagad's Daybreak. This is a breakthrough. This is awareness. This is awakening. Daylight clarity as opposed to nighttime uncertainty. This is a time to plan or embark upon an enterprise, growth, and release. What I see in this is perhaps you are ready to wake up and start using those things from those dreams that have been stolen for you. It's all in you. And it can come out during the daytime as well as the night. I think that's what the runes seem to be saying to me.
Makes sense. That's in those morning dreams that are addictive, but I can't remember. They always happen between the hours of 7 and 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a common time. So that might be a thing to think about. It also might be a thing to think about the communications that you are giving yourself. For example, the idea, no one likes me, or I'm going to mess up, or I made a fool of myself. Those are all communications that we give to ourselves. And it's interesting that within this rune pull is examination of communications that you're getting, especially with the Asus, with the Odin thing. But again, changes, of course, with Urus, and then gaining clarity, the power of your own change and the breakthroughs. I always think of that as like learning a new piece of verbal information as a verbal person.
Right.
So it may be looking into the things you're saying to yourself, and also knowing that you have cool shit within you that you can bring into the day. I'm babbling at this point.
No, it's very helpful.
Another fantastic reading.
Cool.
Wow.
Thank you. Wow, that's so insightful.
We can thank the runes. Thank Odin, of course, for sacrificing himself to himself on a tree. Definitely wasn't written after Christianity colonized those people.
It's almost his day. It's almost Odin's day.
It is
Also,
almost Odin's day.
Unrelated, Malia. Shut up! I'm doing a comedy show. Pipe down over there. They would have no comedy if it was leaking out of their Drepsy bottles.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, Molly, you were holding up that sheet music.
Yes.
I didn't recognize any of it, and I was like, "What's going on here? What is this music?" And then I realized it's Adult at the piano. A little dream child like me would not be acquainted. Of course, It all made sense when I saw that.
Yeah, you only get that when you make your first OnlyFans account at age 1800, which is required for the dream realm.
Yes.
Don't ask.
You no longer need the dream diapers.
It it'll be a little while. Time is
from diapers to Drepsy, baby.
Are they Dripers? Is that the brand name?
Dripers,
brand name, yeah.
Drepsy. They could be Zipers.
Zipers.
But I just
Zipers is their competitor. Nope, we're not sponsoring.
Oh, okay.
Careful there. Careful there.
Sorry, not Zipers. Don't buy Zipers.
Don't buy them.
I just want to say thank you, TH, for
Thank
coming
you so much, truly.
Thank you.
And for being so open with us about your dreams.
Yeah, for real.
And your feelings.
More interesting to tell you.
I think that it's very interesting, and I think that it hit a chord with all of us personally, because this time it's personal. Thank you. And I think that it really hit our viewers as well. I think that the dream crime of, dealing with our own emotions in the night and then having dream criminals steal the rest of our dreams is a common occurrence.
Yes. So, TH, do your homework and get back to us.
Okay.
About what happens with your sleep. I want to thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to our fans.
Thank you so much.
Oh, can we get one last little tape rip? Just one last one.
Just a little one.
Ooh.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
Sweet dreams.